Happy Monday, everyone. We are back, guys. Whenever this is, whether it's Tuesday, Wednesday, it's another week of your life, another day of your life, another day of making progress, another day of playing this video game called life, this incredible video game. Guys, I'm telling you, once you realize that you are the gift, that you are the deciding factor, that's the rebirth. This entire life changes. It changes once you change. It changes. And you're going to look crazy for a while. That's okay. You're in great company. You're going to look crazy for a while until you don't. You're going to be misunderstood for a while until you don't. And some of you guys are in that becoming stage before it's manifested. Whatever stage you're in, maybe for some of you guys, things are already manifesting right now. You're already seeing. I promise you, when it hits, guys, it's going to seem overnight. But it could have taken 12 years. Just preparation. As I said in the last podcast, our job isn't to figure out, God, when is it manifested? Our job is to know that we already have it. It's to vibrate to that frequency that we know that we already have it. That's our job. That's your job. The rest takes care of itself. On a daily basis. Neville Goddard speaks about this. Guys, if you haven't listened to any Neville Goddard, man, last year was like the first time really that I started delving deep into Neville Goddard. I was, Bob Proctor, Joe Dispenza, Bob Proctor was my usual go-to. I started off with Les Brown, Joel Osteen many years ago. Your Best Life Now was the book that literally started me on this journey of self-discovery. I grew up Christian. I'm not religious now, but I don't judge anyone's belief in anything. If you like it, I love it. But that was the book, Your Best Life Now, that took me on this trajectory. And Neville Goddard, if you haven't, guys, delve into, just go on YouTube, listen to a couple videos. It's incredible. It's incredible. Dr. Bruce Lipton as well, if you haven't gotten into Dr. Bruce Lipton. I believe dude slept on. People sleep on Dr. Bruce Lipton. Are you kidding me? This man drops gems. Guys, at the end of the day, I don't care what you hear in the world. I don't care what the noise is. I don't care about the fear and doom. I don't care how many times you fell and you failed. First of all, you didn't fail. It's called you've gotten feedback. It's called learning. I don't care, respectfully, what you're seeing, what you've seen this morning. I promise you that dream, that gift, that goal was given to you because it was meant to be birthed by you. You have this. Kai Cenat just had a great video. He was talking about it. He went through a breakup. And that breakup, because of his mindset, that boy is becoming a beast. That pain is turning him into a monster. Ladies and gentlemen, take the pain and turn into a monster. Turn into a monster. Listen, the point that I'm making is that you are the gift you've been waiting on. Make that pain turn you into a monster. But going back to what I was saying is that whatever you can feel and believe that you have is already yours. That's why the placebo effect is real. It's real for a reason. It's real, the placebo effect and the nocebo effect. If I go into a situation and I believe this negative thing is going to happen, I will see it. I will create it. I promise you. I promise you, if you go into a situation and you know, not just false knowing, you know that this is mine. Even if you don't get it that time, eventually you will. You're creating this entire video game. It's you. If you believe that you're limited, that you're not one of the great ones, if you believe that there's something holding you back in this world, in this society, then things will hold you back. I promise you, there's nothing that could hold you back when you realize that you are the gift you've been waiting on, that there's nothing that can stop the person who realize that they're creating this beautiful video game called life. Listen, it's impossible to be a victim when you know how incredible you are. A victim of what? A victim of what? Tell me. What could you ever be a victim of? When you realize, listen, you can do me wrong and you gave me a gift. You gave me a gift. I learned. I grew. Listen, I've had some of the most deepest betrayals and I'm so grateful for them. One of my latest ones, I tapped into some skills and gifts that I didn't even know that I had. I ended up in a better situation because of it. What's meant for evil, God makes for good. Victim of what? Listen, the worst thing to do to someone who knows who they are is to do something to someone who knows who they are. They're going to use that stone as a foundation to the mansion that they were always meant to live in. Read that again. A victim of what? The only thing that we can be a victim of is a poor mindset. And that's why I say do the inner and the outer work, the reading. When I went to school, I was a biology major, and I knew nothing about biology. I played sports and did video games, right? But I learned. Why? Because I read the books. I went back to school for computer science. I knew nothing about a computer and a science. But I learned. Why? Because I read the books, I practiced, and it increased my confidence. When you start reading books about the power of you, you're going to be confident. You're a victim of what? The only thing anyone could ever be a victim of is a poor mindset, because when you realize who you are, you realize that there's nothing that you already have it all. You realize that you are the gift you've been waiting on this entire time. Will it be easy? No, there's no easy route to this life. But as Les Brown says, if it's hard, then do it hard. Then do it hard. On a daily basis. Take quiet time as soon as you wake up and start to visualize. Have gratitude first. Gratitude, you can't be negative and grateful at the same time. Have gratitude, put yourself in a positive space, and then practice visualizing audacious dreams. Start small to show yourself that it's real, but eventually you'll end big. You don't have to wait on anything. This is the year. This is the year. You don't have to wait on anything. All those things are waiting on you to find out who you really are. Run your race. Run your race. Live for your purpose. And the amount of power, listen, when you're purpose driven, you have maximum impact and maximum influence. You maximize the gift of you. And then you inspire others to do that exact same thing. And when it happens, it's going to seem like it happened overnight. But it could have been 10, 12 years. My friend, make that pain turn you into a beast. You've always been different. You're listening to this for a reason. The majority of people aren't listening to this. They're watching the news, sports. Now, I may watch a little sports too. But you're different. Embrace that difference. Go deeper into that difference. That's where your joy, that's where your peace, that's where your happiness is. You can have all the things in the world, but if you don't have you, then what's the point? But when you have you, you maximize everything else. And that's what you're put here to do. I see you, I believe in you guys. God bless you. Have an incredible new week. Right? Set your schedule when you're going to do the inner and the outer work. Set it and hit it like the quality of your life depends on it, because ladies and gentlemen, it does. Motivation Mondays.